Okay, so obviously as endurance athletes, protein is really important for us. Protein bars tend to be a bit pricey, and our sport is expensive as it is, so if we can cut down cost anyway at all, why not? So this protein recipe is super easy, super cheap too. All you need is some peanut butter from Aldi, Lidl, anywhere will do. Some plain chocolate, depending if you want milk or white chocolate. Obviously dark chocolate will be even healthier. And then other than that, I use some protein powder. So yeah, once you have those 3 ingredients, you're good to go. You also have the option of adding a bit of salt as well. It just helps add in a bit of electrolytes post training. So yeah, this is a perfect replacement for your protein bar post training. It's a heck of a lot cheaper. You're getting the same protein in from obviously your protein powder. You're getting proteins, obviously plant-based from your peanut butter. You're also getting a decent helping of fats from there as well. You're also getting some sugars to help you replace the glycogen from the chocolate. And obviously that protein that I use, it's got oats in it as well, so you're just getting a slow release carb as well as the high hit from the sugar and the chocolate. So yeah, perfect balance. The good news is there's no cooking involved. It's literally just mixing this stuff all together and sprinkling some chocolate on top. So it's simple as anything. You can do it really quick. I tend to put quite a bit of peanut butter in, so I may even put these 2 jars in just because I like the texture of it. It tastes like a proper protein bar, nice and squishy. So yeah, other than that, I'll show you how to do it. Okay. So all you need is a mixing bowl, a frying pan to melt the chocolate, and then some parchment paper to lay a tray, and then basically a tray to set the mixture into. And then that'll be it. Super easy. Okay, so start by putting some peanut butter in the bowl. As I mentioned before, I like quite a bit of peanut butter in mine, so I tend to be quite generous with it. So now that we've got the peanut butter mixed in with some salt, so 1.5 of those, probably equivalent to a tablespoon of salt. I've just thrown in a decent scoop of protein powder, so 2 of those in there. This is the only hard part, is mixing it all together. Obviously because the peanut butter is quite thick, it can be a bit hard to mix it all together, but at the end it's worth it because it tastes quite well. So yeah, this is the only time consuming it. You can mix it all together, it comes into a good thick protein bar texture. And then while you're doing that, you can obviously start like preheating your frying pan or whatever method you're going to have for melting the chocolate. So yeah, and obviously you can choose the type of protein flavour you want, and that'll dictate what flavour your bars have. Yeah, protein powder will really give it a good helping of nutrients. So obviously most protein powders are not just protein. They're fortified with like minerals and vitamins, some obviously with some supplements as well. So yeah, you're really getting a decent hit when you need it, like post training sessions. So if you've one of these ready to go for when you've done your run session or your bike session, you come in, grab it, or even have it out on the bike. The fats in this are going to be great for like your long rides. So if you have that all ready to go, it's just you're promoting recovery straight away. And I think that what's a good thing about them as well is because it's peanut butter and it's kind of dry in many ways, it's going to encourage you to drink which is ideal as well. Because this time of year we're not really likely to drink as much as we would in the summer, even though we need it. Just because we don't feel warm and hot like we would in the summer, we tend not to drink as much. But our bodies could very easily be dehydrated, especially with all the layers we wear in the winter. It's very easy to go for a whole long ride, and because it's kind of cold, you're not really bothered drinking. But yeah, these really kind of encourage you to do that. So now that you have that all mixed together, you can put it in the tin. You can really just flatten it out. So it fills up a good chunk of the thing. So yeah, for something similar from like My Protein or whatever protein brand you're using, this could probably, a box of them will be £24 and they'll probably make out you're getting a deal at that. Whereas the equivalent of this, I mean, I'm pretty sure the thing of peanut butter is like £1. They're only a couple of p, a bit of salt, and whatever protein you have lying around. Generally, most of us will have protein powders at home anyway. So yeah, it's not an extortion amount, but it could really help your training. So if you're not eating enough protein in your diet, especially post-training, you won't be adapting optimally. So majority of people aren't eating enough protein, especially endurance athletes. So it's really important for maximising our protein intake post-training. And obviously this is the key way of doing it. So yeah, you're not getting any fitter by doing the training, you're getting fitter when you're adapting to it. So you can train like Jan Frodeno if you want, but if you're not recovering like him, you're not going to be racing like him. So some chocolate melted. And you just pour on top. That's you pretty much finished. Once you do enough protein or enough chocolate to cover it all, depending on how much you like your chocolate, you can decide how thick you want it. Same with the peanut. If you're not a fan of peanut butter, just don't make it that thick. Obviously the thicker you make it and the more you make off it, the longer it will last you and the more protein you're getting. So yeah, so I'll probably have to put on some more chocolate to cover that. Okay, so as you can see, it's all covered in chocolate. All you have to do is stick it in the fridge for a few minutes and it should harden. The chocolate on top should harden and the protein bar should get a little bit more solid. But yeah, that's perfect post-training snack. Full of protein, full of fats, a few sugars in there, some salt to replace sodium loss and sweat. It's basically everything you need for a fraction of the price of what's already out there. So yeah,